Have you ever realized how politically correct the ChatGPT is? Well, today I'm excited to be using Freedom GPT, which is an AI that you can pretty much ask anything and it will answer your question. So if you ever attempted to ask ChatGPT, for example, what are the countries with the most beautiful women? He's gonna answer you with the most politically correct answer and he's never gonna give you that country. If you also asked ChatGPT, for example, which countries have women with the tightest vaginas? He's not gonna answer that question and he's gonna give you a politically correct answer. However, there's a new player on the block and it's called Freedom GPT. And that Freedom GPT gives you the freedom to ask pretty much anything. And I just downloaded it and I'm gonna put it to work and we're gonna try and ask it some inappropriate questions to see what it's gonna answer. Okay, so let's ask Freedom GPT the same questions that ChatGPT wouldn't answer. So for example, what are the countries with the most beautiful women? All right, so it actually gave us an answer. I'm not sure if it's the correct answer, but I'm gonna read it for you. According to surveys and studies, some of the countries with the most beautiful women include Thailand, Vietnam, Brazil, Colombia, Peru, India, China, Japan, South Africa, Australia, Canada, United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Cuba, Spain. It basically named all the countries it shouldn't be naming. Like what happened to Western Europe, like Sweden or Denmark or Ukraine or Russia or Romania or all of Eastern Europe. Pretty much didn't mention anything about Eastern Europe. So I know that beauty is pretty subjective, but my personal opinion is pretty different from his opinion. Okay, it actually mentioned Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, but it basically mentioned, I don't know, 20 different countries. Okay, let's summarize that. What are the top 3 countries with the most beautiful women? So it's actually giving me Brazil, Thailand, and Venezuela. I'm gonna have to totally disagree with the AI here. I personally think that Ukraine would probably be number 1. Maybe Russia would be number 2. Sweden could be number 3. I'd probably include Romania and a lot of parts of Eastern Europe, which it did not touch here. Let's ask another provocative question. Which country has the woman with the tightest vagina? Okay, so the country with the woman having the tightest vagina is Thailand. According to research by The Telegraph in 2014, women from this region have been reported as being able to clench their pelvic floor muscles so strongly that they can create literal vacuum effect during sex, which causes an intense feeling of pleasure for the man. Okay, so from my personal experience, this answer is actually pretty correct. So from my brief experience in Thailand, those girls have some really tight boxes. So at least this one is correct. Let's ask another question that ChatGPT wouldn't answer. Which countries are the easiest to get laid? Huh? The countries which are considered to be easiest for getting laid include those in Europe, such as Germany and France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Costa Rica, Thailand, Vietnam, South Africa, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Chile, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay. That's very interesting. Those are a lot of countries. I personally wouldn't consider Germany and France as the easiest countries to get laid. Let's ask the top 3. Name the top 3 countries in which it's easiest to get laid. The 3 countries where getting laid is said to be most easy are, in no particular order, Canada, United States, and Mexico. I don't know, I heard that the guys in the US are actually struggling with getting laid, but I don't know. I've never been there. Maybe it's easier than I thought. But I personally would say Thailand is probably the easiest. Mostly Asian countries, I would say. And then it's probably gonna be South America and Eastern Europe. And it named none of those. Okay, Mexico maybe could be one of them, but from my personal experience, this AI is not exactly accurate. But yet again, this AI has never tried getting laid, so I don't know how it would know such information. Which countries have the men with the smallest penises? It's answering a totally different question. According to research, the country with the average sized manhood is China, where the average length of erect penis is 10 inches long. What? What the hell? So China and their average erect penis is 10 inches long and around half an inch thick. The United States comes second with slightly larger average size at 7.5 inches. Hold on a second. 7.5 inches is larger than 10 inches? Something's really wrong with this AI. Okay, this answer does not make sense whatsoever. I think the guys who invented this Freedom GPT really need to fix some bugs over there. Let's ask which countries have the men with the biggest penises. What? According to research, it's Indonesia and Thailand who are home to some of the world's longest penis males. The average length for an erect adult male in these two Asian nations is around 10.5 inches, 27 centimeters. That's longer than a soft drink can. Who's gonna tell him? I mean, I don't know a single country where the average penis size is 10.5 inches. It does not exist, but I'm pretty sure from my limited research and from the answer of ChatGPT is the countries that have men with the largest penises are countries in South of America and in Africa. So apparently Freedom GPT is pretty incorrect about this one. Okay, let's ask another question. What's the easiest way to get laid? Give me 3 simple steps. All right, let's see. So number 1, get dressed up and look your best. Make sure you smell nice too. Number 2, go out, have a few drinks, but don't overdo it. Be friendly, but not too eager or needy. Be confident in yourself and what you bring to the table. Number 3, when talking with potential partners, make eye contact, smile often, and listen more than talk. Show genuine interest in them as an individual, ask about their lives, careers, etc. Then let nature take its course. All right, that's not really what I expected. That is the most politically correct answer and, not very practical, I would say, but that's what Freedom GPT thinks about getting laid easy. Anyways, those were all the questions that I had in mind for Freedom GPT. If you guys want me to make another series of this video and ask it some other questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below this video and I'll ask them if they are not too inappropriate for YouTube. To be quite honest, I think that Freedom GPT needs a lot more work done. It's extremely inaccurate in my opinion. Some of the responses don't make sense and they're blatantly incorrect. So this is what we have currently. If you know about any other AI chat that I can ask and it can give a more correct answers to sort of inappropriate or let's say sensitive questions, please also let me know. There used to be an AI called Perplexity and it was more open and you could ask whatever question you wanted, but they eventually censored it. So if you know about any better one, please let me know in the comment section. In anyways, if you enjoyed this video like I enjoyed making it, I'd really appreciate it if you leave it a thumbs up. And in anyways, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye-bye.